I got more takes on you too, Alicia Keys, Alicia fraud, Alicia. I'll do anything to not look gay. So I'll steal a woman's husband and separate a family. I've been waiting for so long for this goopy ass fucking bitch to have something to say. You ass man hoe, run around stealing people's husbands and shit. That woman invited you up in her house, thinking that you was an artist and you was coming there to steal her husband. Alicia Keys flew up to surprise you, Alicia. Guess what he found? You else and you was supposed to be his girlfriend.
What if Alicia Keys' idyllic marriage turned out to be less than ideal? She and Swizz Beatz were regarded as the royal couple of hip-hop for many years. Two myths encased in luxury, music, and love. However, Jaguar Wright, the fearless, unfiltered former neo-soul singer who is renowned for revealing shocking information about the industry, is now claiming that there is a whole darker side to that glossy exterior. And it might completely change fans' perceptions of them if even a small portion of what she is saying is accurate. This is when things get wild. Jaguar Wright isn't just a stranger looking to gain influence online. She is an outsider who has collaborated with such legendary artists as Common, Jay-Z, and The Roots. Jaguar, who was once hailed as having one of neo-soul's most authentic voices, left the spotlight only to return years later with something even more startling: tales, and not the type that's easy to forget. Live on Instagram and YouTube, she revealed information on covert operations, deceit, and influential individuals with impeccable reputations.
But this is the thing that I like about the two of you together, because it does feel that you are each other's cheerleaders. But is there ever healthy competition between the two of you?
I would say no, because I feel that one of the things that really works about us is we're very different. Even the style of music is different from my style of music. We complement each other as opposed to kind of ever in each other's way.
She's thrown names, big names, into the fire. Sean Combs, Beyonce.
Big names have been thrown into the fire by her. Mary J. Blige, Beyonce, Sean Combs, and others. She claims that the industry is a poisonous playground where the truth is suppressed and the powerful are shielded. Things may not be as gleaming as they appear. Everyone initially laughed at Jaguar. They said that she was merely venting to get attention. But gradually, some of her most outrageous statements began to line up with reports published years later.
What happens when you're working on music and he does something that you don't think is great, or she does something that you don't think is great?
It's easy.
Is it easy?
It's very hard for me to find something that she can't do great.
Well, just suppose. I mean, because everybody's going, Alicia, that's great, great, great. Swizz, that's great, great, great.
Oh, I told
and
the
you're
truth.
sitting there saying,
he's brutally honest. I'm like, could you be a little?
People started to wonder all of a sudden. Perhaps she isn't insane at all. Perhaps she is only expressing what others are afraid to express. And things became serious when Jaguar started aiming after Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys. Intriguing. On the outside, Alicia and Swizz appeared to be the epitome of power, exuding wealth, fashion, and black brilliance. Studio sessions, magazine covers, and kisses on the red carpet. They gave the impression that love was easy.
He was talking about his relationship with his wife. They've been married 15 years, and he says it's a healthy marriage. And he said what keeps it so healthy is, he said, first, they don't yell at each other. And they said, we've never had an argument.
He was still wed to singer Manda, which created a lot of controversy on the internet. Manda also didn't remain quiet. She openly blamed Alicia for contributing to the breakdown of her marriage. The roar eventually subsided. Or so we believed, since Jaguar is now claiming that the romance was never about love in the first place. It was a plan. She even claimed industry insiders helped organize the relationship. She believes that Alicia may not have entered that marriage voluntarily, and that is the reason why fans are questioning everything. Jaguar asserted that the alliance was designed to dominate the narrative for a much deeper purpose than just publicity.
Always so happy to see you guys.
Thank you.
You guys went to high school together?
No, I wish.
Oh, did you know each other before?
Her best friend was a rapper in my class, and she used to always tell me, like, man, you gotta meet Ali, you gotta meet Ali. She's doing music, you doing music.
Although she didn't accuse Swizz directly, her point was made quite apparent by the way she presented it. It's possible that Alicia's marriage wasn't as romantic or unrestrained as everyone believed, and that's just a sliver. Fans have been observing Alicia's cautious interview style for years. Too cautious, almost. She avoids emotional inquiries, never overshares, and maintains her private life a secret even after being well known throughout the world. Some refer to that as privacy and elegance. Others, however, have just begun to sense that something is off. Jaguar went one step further and claimed that some artists are hushed in their own homes, preventing them from speaking or living authentically. She described Alicia as a woman who is hesitant to deviate from her polished image, suggesting that she might be one of them.
You and Alicia have been married for 13 years. You have a 13th wedding anniversary coming up.
Yes.
With Miss Keys, who we love.
And as that thought was beginning to take hold, Jaguar launched an even more devastating truth bomb. Swizz Beatz may be hailed as a musical genius, but let's face it, his past isn't perfect. Beyond the mock drama, there's more to his life than the public's been taught. Rumors of dubious behind-the-scenes transactions, covert financial drama, and influential relationships with Swizz Beatz that the majority of fans are unaware of. Some believe it's funny how Swizz usually ends up beside strong, powerful ladies, yet somehow dodges all the heavy scrutiny himself. Is that an isolated incident? Or is it a component of a larger manipulation scheme? Although Jaguar didn't mention every name, she gave the impression that Swizz's public persona is carefully controlled.
So I think that's what happens. You might get misconstrued, and then you start only thinking about yourself as opposed to making sure that everybody is good. So as long as that's happening and there's a balance, then there's nothing wrong with having.
Perfectly polished for a reason. The most outrageous aspect, in her opinion, is that although Alicia's role in the narrative may have been more predetermined than anybody may have thought, this mess appears to go far beyond typical relationship turmoil. Fans have now begun to notice an oddity, a silence that isn't quite right. Alicia and Swizz, a couple who once showed off their love with endearing remarks and grins on the red carpet, have abruptly stopped talking. Like the eerie silence. Gushy duets and lengthy anniversary posts are over. Alicia's Instagram is all business these days. Nothing personal, work promotion, distant captions. Additionally, Swizz has been attending gatherings by himself. No sign of Alicia. Even their once familiar collaborative performances, she is currently flying there alone as well.
For me, music is the instrument of life.
I agree. I feel like music is it's the answer, it's the reason. It's so powerful.
Then the captions appear. Light and shadows cannot coexist in cryptic small lines, and it is acceptable for them to change without any justification. Some detected warning signs, but others dismissed them as just artistic reflections. In Reddit posts and other forums, queries such as, "Are Alicia and Swizz done?" are exploding. According to Jaguar Wright, they are. And that there's a reason for this quiet. It's part of a discreet, well-planned separation strategy, she says. This is how power couples diminish in the industry, she says. Not with drama, but with attorneys, strategy, and image management. Excuses come first, followed by quiet, and then abruptly, cryptic posts replace public appearances. This is not at all random, if Jaguar writes correctly. This is the prelude to the storm. According to her, the divorce chatter is no longer a rumor. Fans are finally beginning to hear the countdown, which is becoming louder every day. However, Jaguar's following statement left everyone stunned. She claimed that everything might fall apart the moment Alicia leaves. Lies, secrets, everything. Jaguar claims that beneath Alicia's serene and immaculate exterior lies a lady who is compelled to follow a script she did not write. And it won't be simple to leave that behind. Not when it comes to contracts, non-disclosure agreements, and well-known names. Jaguar even alluded to cleanup crews, the type employed to preserve the reputations of wealthy couples, and implied that Alicia would lose that protection entirely if she leaves. It was never about love, as Jaguar himself put it. Control was always the issue. Furthermore, they may be losing that control quickly. People first referred to Jaguar as naive and even resentful. However, as time passed, several of her most bizarre tales proved to be oddly true, too detailed to overlook. As a result, even the most skeptical people are beginning to pay attention when she blames someone like Alicia Keys. Additionally, the most frightening aspect is that Jaguar is discussing more than simply bad relationships. She is discussing a fabricated illusion, an entire love tale created for media headlines, cameras, and fans. Was everything truly that planned? Because their so-called fairy tale begins to resemble a flawlessly practiced performance when you look at the timeline now. We must examine how much of what we see in Hollywood is real, if even half of what Jaguar Wright is saying is accurate. How many are those flawless celebrity lives really orchestrated acts that conceal secrets, control, and suffering beneath opulence and smiles? Whether true or not, these rumors have raised a more serious issue. How many celebrities are stuck in marriages, contracts, and careers that followers believe are our goals but are actually cages? Then came Jaguar's most audacious moment to date. She issued a chilling message on social media as she concluded her most recent live stream. A warning, not a tirade. Gazing directly at the camera, she "This is just the beginning," he remarked. "There will be more releases. You will be able to judge." People were deeply affected by that line, because history proves one thing, whether you believe her or not. It is eerie how nicely Jaguar's words age. Her alleged outbursts have coincided in some way over the last 5 years with actual events, including arrests, court cases, unpleasant breakups, and even startling cover-ups. Fans are beginning to realize that she might be disclosing rather than reaching. She is now criticizing an entire system, rather than merely creating drama for clicks. She also asserts that the tale of Alicia Keys is but one part of a vast network of image control and manipulation. Jaguar claims that Alicia's marriage won't be the only thing that would be ruined if she ever really breaks free. It might tremble the whole sector, because decades of deceit could be hiding behind those romantic posts and flawless smiles. Jaguar even revealed a further surprise, stating that other female musicians are silently and intently monitoring Alicia's predicament, preparing to leave their own flawless arrangements. If that's the case, the current state of affairs may be the quiet before a huge public uproar, one that might completely upend the entire industry. So, was there ever true love in Alicia Keys' marriage? Or was it only another well-executed Hollywood trick? Are the startling allegations made by Jaguar Wright revealing a secret that has been kept hidden for more than 10 years? Or is there simply more mayhem in the filters and the realm of fame? The questions are becoming louder either way. Furthermore, there is no going back once the truth begins to come to light, because the real story starts when the lights go out. For the most outrageous Hollywood scandals, untold secrets, and breaking news, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Shade Pod.